What's going on, people? This is like the part two of my introductory video. So, obviously, my name is Joseph. This is my channel, Passport Joe. I'm currently circulating in the Asian realm. Obviously, the first time outside of England in like 26 years, something like that. Like, it's been an interesting journey so far. Obviously, as I said to you, this is like part two of my introductory video. I didn't sort of like the way the first one came out, but what can you do? This is the thing. It's just content. Do you know what I mean? I'm pumping it out. Obviously, as I was explaining in the other videos, like my journey outside of England has not been the smoothest ride ever, but I think it was needed for my soul's progression. I think I needed to step outside of the comfort zone that I've been in for a while. Obviously, as I explained to you before in the previous video, I'm a trained actor, um, and but I'm also a very creative person, a business-minded person, entrepreneurial in many ways. Couldn't help myself but to be entrepreneurial because I'm known to walk into the unknown a lot. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, um, but yeah, I mean, as I was explaining to you, I just like, the journey on coming into living England, living Europe, and coming into Asia, it's been full of peaks and valleys and all the rest of it. I think when I left, I just needed to leave so much because I went to the airport. I didn't know which one I was gonna choose. I just knew I was going to an Asian country, and two places showed up. It was Thailand and Philippines. So I chose Thailand first. You know what I mean? And I came down to Thailand to see what was happening. I think at that point I had like 40 quid in my pocket. I wouldn't advise that you do that. Please don't. But I don't know. People think I'm crazy. I think I do have some. I'm not crazy like in like a 3D sense of crazy. I'm just like I go with my gut feeling. Do you know what I mean? Like if my instincts tells me go there, I'm going there. When it doesn't really make sense. I even had a friend block me because of because of this journey. I'm telling you, I had a friend block me. He's like, bruh, like you're not normal, bruv. Like, I've been chasing dreams for a while. I had a girlfriend dump me over. Like, he's like, you have too much dreams. Like, she wanted some guy that was gonna have choose the safe path, which sometimes I think I should have just chosen the safe path. Well, I shouldn't choose the safe path, but I did try, and it wasn't sort of to my soul's progression, and that's why I at this age I'm deciding to go explore in the world. And I know it doesn't make any sense. You're 44 years old. What are you doing? I mean, I had no wife and kids, so it's like, what better time to go out there and see what the world's got to offer? So yeah, it's been. I've met some fantastic people, and I've met some not so fantastic people. Mostly the foreigners I met in Asia. When I came into Asia, I met with a big YouTuber, and it's like, I'm gonna do the camera work for him and all of that stuff, and I sort of did that for a bit until it didn't honor the financial agreements that we had. And then I met another person that we're trying to build a channel together, and then that one also turned out to be a jerk. So there's just been a lot that I've had to deal with, and obviously I had my laptop got broken, camera got lost, tried to get a new camera, and I bought what I found out later was a fake camera for a foreigner, from a foreigner in Thailand. I was so a lot has happened. Do you know what I mean? My experience in Thailand has been full of a lot of crazy stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I've met some extremely kind people. I'm not saying Thai people are perfect, but I've met some extremely kind people from Thailand. So it's like, and everything was just sort of just breaking down. It was just going crazy. But I'm in a better place now. Thank God for that. God has been faithful. Obviously, I'm not religious, but I believe in a higher power. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, I believe in God. Like, do you know, God really exists. You know what I mean? Like, with the kind of stuff I've seen and I've had to come through, you'll be a crazy person to think God doesn't exist. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking about God from the prism, from the angle of religion. I'm just talking about, you know, the highest. You know what I mean? You know. So yeah, I've had to see a lot of stuff that's happened. You know, to me, I've had to experience a lot of stuff, but you know, it's okay. It's what I needed to learn. I've sheltered myself from a lot of from chasing my goals. You know, when the acting thing was not sort of working out, I had to go grab a job, and I think I got stuck in that job for like 15 years, and the time just went so fast, and you know, until pandemic happened, and that kind of forced me back into my passions. Do you know what I mean? So it's been a lot of sort of unknown journeys since then. Hence why some friends have blocked me because of that shit. It's like, bro, what you doing, man? Like, bro, you just, it's always something new with you, Joseph. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's always sort of the guy that's always chasing you. He's like, you're 44, bro. Like, well, you should have this, you should have that. Who says I should have that? I mean, like, you know, if it's not happened like that, then, you know, maybe God has designed a different journey for myself, and I have to honor that. I've done life without God for a while, and I got hit so hard, and now I'm trying to do it by following my instincts and trusting my instinct, trusting God, and now I'm doing that, and it looks like this is the journey I have to be on and sort of find my way through it. The realm of the unknown and chasing one's inner desires is what I'm supposed to do. You know, in my early 20s, I sort of gave up on that because I got very scared. Um, you know, after getting disowned by family when I chose to be an actor, and chasing, you know, chasing dreams and all of that stuff. Those things took a lot from me, and after a couple of years, by 2008, 2007, like, I just said, you know what, let me just grab a job, man, do what everybody else was doing, which was not the right decision for me to make at that time, but I needed that journey. Do you know what I mean? I needed to get hit again, you know, slapped by life, to come back into the things I actually love doing. And I love content creation. I love creativity. I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, you know, with marketing and online and stuff like that, you know. And make a bit of change from that if I can. Do you know what I mean? And then, you know, so I'm gonna focus full on that. So, and I want to take you on this journey with me, and yeah, that's why I'm here. My name is Joseph. I'm 44 years old. Yes, I do look 20. Thank you for asking. I'm very, very young. I do very, very young. Yes, I look 25. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, but yeah, I'm on a new journey, so it's like I'm a kid again. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, just chasing, you know, chasing the dreams, and not catching the dreams. Let's say that, catching my dreams. You know what I mean? And yeah, I intend on shooting more content on the travel content and some of the other things. If you look through my channel, some of the other things that I'm already doing, I intend to expand on that, go fully into it now, and I put God before me, to go before me. You know what I mean? And yeah, make sure you follow my channel, man. It's like Passport Joe One on Instagram and on TikTok, and Passport Joe on YouTube. Give us a follow. Do you know what I mean? I'm a nice chap, you know, funny sometimes, introspective sometimes. I will give glory to God. You do know that. And yeah, I do love to have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? So give us a follow. This is a part 2 of my introductory video. Hopefully there'll be more parts to where I'm gonna tell you about myself. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me. Ciao.